I'm making this video because I want to spread a little bit of information about this particular type of plant. I've seen some stuff on this lately on the internet that tells how to propagate or how to take shoots off of this plant and create new plants out of it. And after the experience I had the other day, I wonder why in the world anybody would want to do that. I did some landscaping in my backyard, and I kind of like, you know, unique things, little succulents and stuff like that. And this is just one little area of the backyard, and I wanted something kind of tall in there, so I put this particular plant in there. Now, I don't know the biological name of it. It's something that's almost impossible to pronounce, but some of the more common names on it are milkbush, naked lady, pencil something, and the one that sticks out to me is Firestick. Okay, now when you have one of these plants and you decide to trim this plant, you'll find that it secretes a white milky substance. I mean, it just bleeds right out. A lot of white stuff come out. And I did this plant a couple of days ago, and if you look on the ground, it has rained. It rained all day yesterday, and you'll see some of this white spots on the ground here where this milk leaked out. I know it looks like bird poop, but it's milky sap from that, and the rain did not wash this away. Okay, here's the thing. There's like I say, this plant is called a Firestick, and there's a damn good reason for that, and that's because if you get this sap on you, especially in any tender parts of your body, this stuff does not wash off. It hardly dilutes. It takes forever to get anything off. You don't feel it, but all of a sudden you may feel some burning sensations, some rash, redness. But I can tell you that what happened the other day was I trimmed this plant. I had no problems. I picked up all my mess. I wore gloves and stuff, but some of the bushes, some of the branches were kind of falling down. And so I tied a string around it to kind of bring them in together, make the trunks a little bit stronger and grow straight up. And I'm sure I got some of this sap on me. I got it on my head, no big deal, you know. Got it on my head. In fact, let me see something here. You can see already where I just took this off right here. You can see already the sap coming out and how much is just coming out there. Well, imagine some of the bigger trunks, you know, you can see it bleeding. Anyway, did some things around the house, went in, finally decided, you know, I was sweaty and hot and I was going to take a shower. I showered, shampooed my hair, dried off, went into the next room, started to do some work on my computer, and the next thing I know, I had a stinging in my left eye. So as stupid people do, I rubbed my eye a little bit, and the stinging got worse and worse and worse, and I thought I had something in my eye. Apparently this sap had washed out of my hair and down the left side of my face. Within minutes I was in excruciating pain. My eye felt like somebody had splashed acid in it. I felt like it had acid splashed on my face. It burned. I ended up in immediate care, urgent care, where they put stuff in my eye and flushed it, and it felt fine for a little while. The pain kind of went away, but I could hardly open or close my eye. The pain was so intense, and it went away for a little while. After we finished flushing it, a few minutes later, the painkiller wore off, and the pain was back. And I spent that evening with cold compresses on my eyes, and you know, finally got to the point where I could sleep, and the next day I was much better, but putting gel in the eyes and eye drops in the eyes. So I'm going to attempt to insert a picture of what I looked like right about here. My warning to you is, if you don't want to end up ugly and burned like me, do not plant these plants in your yard, especially if you have children and pets. They're not bad as long as you don't get the sap on you, but if you leave this thing in a small pot, it doesn't really grow. But if you put it in the ground like I did, all bets are off, and these things can get really big. And I hear they actually use these things in South America. A lot of people plant these all around their house as fencing because it keeps out intruders, because they know down there that it's going to burn. So that's my safety tip for today. This is called the Firestick. Stay away from it.